on an all-new Cubix.
I'm dummy in. 14th dummy off the line.
When a crash test dummy wears out his welcome,
You can't stay here.
I thought you were my friend.
his robotic rage kicks into overdrive, sending him on a collision course of destruction.
It's showtime.
Can Connor and Cubix steer clear of disaster? Or will Dummy N wreck their world? Catch an all-new Cubix kicking off the FoxBox next week on an all-new Cubix. What's gotten into the robots of Bubble Town?
He's flipped out.
Dr. K's Killabot.
He can copy the power of any robot.
And when Killabot takes control of a powerful robot, he turns it against Cubix. Can Cubix fight off the many faces of evil? Or will he fall under Killabot's control? Catch an all-new Cubix kicking off the FoxBox next week. Whoever said it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game, never met these wrestlers. Here's the deal on the next Ultimate Muscle. He's good, he's bad, he's ugly, and he's 100% pure evil. Ricardo is on the verge of defeating Kid Muscle when Kid gets a call from a psychic friend. Will Jaeger make a connection, or will Ricardo reverse the charges? Find out on an all-new Ultimate Muscle later this morning, only in the FoxBox.
The next all-new Crab Twins. An evil force arrives in Soap City that no one can resist.
I'm afraid Wayne has fallen prey to the new candy cult, Fierce Bombers.
On an all-new Crab Twins next week.
Your brother is a very sick little guy indeed.
Tell me something I don't know.
On the next all-new F-Zero GP Legend, two bizarre lifeforms try to put the squeeze on Rick Wheeler in a winner-take-all game of cat and mouse. A sinister sorcerer casts a spell that threatens the future of the task force. And a mysterious girl stirs up old wounds and new dangers. Next week on an all-new F-Zero GP Legend.
On the next all-new F-Zero GP Legend, Rick finds himself locked in a high-speed struggle that forces him to make a dangerous decision. Captain Falcon's encounter with a mischievous young hacker triggers a fatal flashback. And a personal appearance turns into a personal nightmare for one unlucky racer. Next week on an all-new F-Zero GP Legend.
On the next all-new Kirby, Dreamland is invaded. Your reign is through, King Dee Dum. And for the first time in history, Kirby is outmatched. It's a chilling new Kirby right back at ya next week.
On the next all-new Shaman King, how will Yo and Len's incredible winner-take-all battle end? No Shaman match has ever finished like this one. Expect the unexpected on an intense all-new episode of Shaman King next week. On an all-new Shaman King, Yo and the gang attempt a risky search to find Millie.
Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!
But their adventure takes a turn for the worse. Don't miss an all-new Shaman King next week.
On the next all-new Winx Club.
This is it! The Althea Magical Reality Chamber.
A visit to a virtual realm leads to a battle between Bloom and the witches. Will Bloom meet her doom? Find out on an all-new Winx Club next week. On the next all-new Winx Club, Bloom battles it out with Princess Diaspro to win Brandon's heart.
You're finished!
You're the one who's finished!
No, I'm just getting started.
Oh, yeah? Find out what happens next week on an all-new Winx Club.
On the next piece of One Piece. Why does Luffy pick a fight with Kobe? And does Morgan make sure no one leaves Naval Island in one piece?
Those who defy us will feel the blades of our cutlasses.
Get him! Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out. Coming up next. On the next piece of One Piece, Luffy reveals it was his appetite that turned him into a rubber man.
Throw up everything you ate!
Now his quest for food hurls him into the jaws of danger.
Lunch is served all right, and it's gonna be Luffy!
Has Luffy eaten his last meal? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece next week. On the next piece of One Piece, it's the final showdown you've been waiting for. Koro versus Monkey D. Only one of these pirate captains can win. Who's got the better move? Is it Koro's cat out of the bag or Luffy's Gum Gum Bell? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out. Coming up next. On the next piece of One Piece, Captain Buggy sends Moji the Beast Breaker to break up the town and our pirate crew.
Blow this town to smithereens!
That's where Zolo was!
Luffy survives, but does his first mate. Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out next week. On the next all-new Ninja Turtles, war rages in the streets with the turtles caught in the crossfire.
No! Raph!
We are going to rule this city!
And a new foot faction rises to power.
I am here to restore order to the cult, with or without your leader.
Don't miss City at War Part 2 on an all-new Ninja Turtles next week. On the next all-new Ninja Turtles,
A multi-dimensional wound that will destroy all it touches!
It shall perish with honor.
Now to fulfill my destiny!
don't miss an all-new Ninja Turtles, coming up next, only in the FoxBox. On the next all-new Ninja Turtles.
Bishop's got a little quickness in him. You have no idea what you're up against.
An all-new Ninja Turtles you can only see on the FoxBox next week.
Professor? No!
Go toe-to-toe in a match where only one will stand and one will fall. Don't miss Ninja Turtles next week. Double the speed, double the action, double the chaos with double-shot episodes of Sonic X. Get your first shot of Sonic at 8:30 Eastern. I'll get you, Sonic. Then catch another episode at 10.
Take your best shot.
Don't miss double shots of Sonic X, only in the FoxBox.
On the next all-new Sonic X.
Holy cow!
Sonic and Knuckles try to free Chris from the clutches of chaos.
Ready, Knuckles?
Shovel Claw! While Tails has to go it alone to defuse a bomb. Can he do it?
I'll give it my best shot. Here goes.
Don't miss an all-new Sonic X next week.
On the next all-new Sonic X, Chaos unleashes a tidal wave of terror. Can Sonic swim to the rescue, or will he be drowned forever?
I knew this would end in disaster.
Catch an unbelievable all-new episode of Sonic X, coming up next. On the next all-new Sonic X, you, Mr. President, are my hostage. Eggman overthrows the government and wages all-out war on Sonic. Can Sonic pull the plug on Eggman's rise to power? Don't miss an all-new Sonic X next week.
The Funky Cop's Funky Guide to Getting Funkified.
Funky driving. On the road, it's important to always keep your hands in the 2 and 10 position. Always have a tape in the 8-track, and always make sure your insurance is up to date.
Funky Cops, only in the FoxBox.
It's a new day. All new episodes, all FoxBox shows, all morning long. Up next, the fun comes fast and furious with an all-new Sonic X.
The Funky Cop's Funky Guide to Getting Funkified.
The funky maneuver. You never know when you might need to save someone's life, so it's smart to master the delicate art of life-saving. I can handle this. Sure, it saves them, but it makes you look good.
All new later this morning. It's the #1 international smash hit. The one that has everyone talking. The one you've been waiting for. The new #1 show from the people that brought you Yu-Gi-Oh! One Piece. The treasure hunt is on, and there's only one place to join in. Only in the FoxBox.
I'll be king of the pirates.
On the next piece of One Piece, Koro's untold story. You won't believe what he's done until you hear what he's about to do. Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out next week. On the next all-new Ninja Turtles!
I give you the Turtle Tunneler! The crystal moon was the only thing keeping our friends from turning back into monsters.
Don't worry, Mikey. It's gonna be a piece of cake.
Yeah, except we're the cake! Him and his big ideas!
Come on, guys! Let's go down to the underground city! We'll have some laughs! We'll get eaten!
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
An all-new episode right now!
Look at that heart rate! You're in love!
Make it go away!
An all-new Cramp Twins kicking off the FoxBox next week!
No.
On the next all-new Sonic X, Sonic's searching for Amy.
Hold on, Amy. We'll find you.
While Knuckles hunts for the Master Emerald.
Going my way?
I'll show those feather-brained fly boys not to mess with me!
An all-new Sonic X next week. On an all-new Shaman King, a dangerous young shaman out to avenge his family's destruction. Will Yo get caught in his crossfire?
Your precious Master Yo is finished!
Find out on an all-new Shaman King next week.
On the next all-new Ninja Turtles, it's brother against brother! Mikey and Raph go toe-to-toe in a match where only one will stand and one will fall. Don't miss an all-new Ninja Turtles next week.
Bloom gets taken on an astral journey to reveal the voice in her dreams.
Huh?
Welcome, Bloom. I have so much to show you. I'm within you, Bloom.
What do you mean by that?
I'll show you.
Don't miss an all-new Winx Club, coming up next.
On the next all-new Ninja Turtles, it's brother against brother! Mikey and Raph go toe-to-toe in a match where only one will stand and one will fall. Don't miss an all-new Ninja Turtles later this morning. On the next piece of One Piece. Why does Luffy pick a fight with Kobe? And does Morgan make sure no one leaves Navel Island in one piece? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out. Coming up next. On the next all-new Ninja Turtles.
A multi-dimensional wound that will destroy all it touches. Now, to fulfill my destiny.
Don't miss an all-new Ninja Turtles later this morning.
Inhabitants of this planet, you are now under my command. Surrender to us or face annihilation.
Space Invaders, Part 1! An all-new Ninja Turtles you can only see on the FoxBox. Coming up next.
On the next all-new Shaman King, Zeke is sending a flood to Yo and the gang. But they may not survive.
Everyone get to higher ground now!
This force of nature. An all-new Shaman King later this morning. In the universe of the future, extreme high-speed race.
On the next all-new Sonic X, Chaos unleashes a tidal wave of terror. Can Sonic swim to the rescue, or will he be drowned forever?
I knew this would end in disaster.
Catch an unbelievable all-new episode of Sonic X, coming up next. On the next piece of One Piece, Captain Buggy sends Moji the Beast Breaker to break up the town and our pirate crew. Luffy survives, but what happens to Zolo? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out later this morning. On the next piece of One Piece, Captain Buggy sends Moji the Beast Breaker to break up the town and our pirate crew. Luffy survives, but what happens to Zolo? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out. Coming up next. Sit tight and hold on to your lunches! There's no resisting the Triceracon Mind Probe.
Space Invaders, Part 3! An all-new Ninja Turtles you can only see on the FoxBox later this morning.
Battle to save the future. Here I come. Don't miss an all-new F-Zero GP Legend. Coming up next.
On the next all-new Kirby, right back at ya! Oh! It's big, it's alive, and it's hungry. Run for your life! Don't miss the beginning of this all-new two-part adventure, coming up next.
On the next all-new Shaman King, Zeke is sending a flood to Yo and the gang. But they may not survive.
Everyone get to higher ground now!
This force of nature. An all-new Shaman King later this morning.
On the next all-new Ninja Turtles.
Whoa, cape, mask, gotta be a superhero.
A mysterious stranger wages war on the underworld. Who's behind the mask? Find out on an all-new Ninja Turtles. Coming up next. A night creature is on the prowl and on the hunt for Star Warriors. But Kirby's stellar power just isn't enough.
Kirby is kaput!
Launch off into an all-new Kirby right back at ya later this morning. Peace.
The cat out of the bag attack!
Can our hero survive Kuro's most lethal move yet? Come aboard an all-new episode of One Piece and find out. Coming up next. On the next Ninja Turtles, it's brother against brother. Mikey and Raph go toe-to-toe in a match where only one will stand and one will fall. Don't miss Ninja Turtles later this morning.